Section 1 of Selected Poems. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information, or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Selected Poems by Henry Poe and Rose Poe. On the Death of Miss E.S.B. by Henry Poe, read by Newgatenovelist. Died in June 1827, aged 18 years. The eye which once with sweetest beauty shone, e'en like the star that lights the summer even, the smile that gladdened and the heart that won, are fled from us to their more kindred heaven. And shall we mourn? May we then dare repine, and wish thee longer in this world of woe? Yon heaven was formed for souls as pure as thine, then why not smile, and gladly bid thee go? Perhaps in some soft hour, when all is bright, and earth partakes of beauty with the sky, when stars are shining with their purest light, and all with thee is minstrelsy, e'en in that hour, when hearts approach the throne of him who smiles on innocence like thine, thou'lt pray for those who would like thee be gone, who languish here, and for thy brightness pine. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Oh, Give That Smile by Henry Poe, read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Oh, give that smile again, though e'en from thee I sever. Through years of joy, of care or pain, I'll ne'er forget, no, never. Dear woman's eye may oft be met, and friendship's voice may greet, yet still I never can forget the smile which beamed so sweet. The pleasure sparkle on my brow, and glad this heart the while, yet even these, as e'en 'tis now, I'll ne'er forget thy smile. Ah, fare thee well, yet smile again, though now from thee I sever. Through years of care, of joy or pain, I'll ne'er forget, no, never. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. In a Pocket Book by Henry Poe, read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. In a pocket book I lately found 3 locks of hair, from which originated the following lines. My father's, I will bless it yet, for thou hast given life to me. Though poor the boon, I'll ne'er forget the filial love I owe to thee. My mother's too, then let me press this gift of her I loved so well, for I have had thy last caress, and heard thy last farewell. My roses, pain doth dim my eye, when gazing on this pledge of thine. Thou wert a dream, a falsity, alas, 'tis wrong to call thee mine. A father, he hath loved indeed, a mother, she hath blessed her son, but love is like the poisoning weed that taints the air it lives upon. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. To R by Henry Poe, read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Nay, 'tis not so, it cannot be, those feelings ne'er will come again. I gave my heart, my soul to thee, and madly clasped the burning chain. 'Tis severed now, and like the slave, when freed, will scorn the bars he wore, and feels he would prefer the grave than wear those galling fetters more. Yet not like him, for memory brings a tear to joys, to pleasures fled, as something which still fondly clings, 'tis vainly mourning o'er the dead. It cannot be! For pride will now relieve the anguish of my heart. Thy faithless pledge, thy broken vow, 'tis fit, 'tis meet, that we should part. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. I've loved thee, but those hours are past. By Henry Poe. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. I've loved thee, but those hours are past that bound my heart in woman's wiles. I've loved thee, but my fate is cast. I trust no more to woman's smiles. To give a heart as true as mine, a soul whose hope was all in thee, to love, I love, till 'twere a crime, a dream, a madness, fantasy. Yet still the pride, which once was mine, has come with all its force again, and yet those eyes, those words of thine, hath wrung my heart with wildest pain. But fare thee well, I tremble not, 'tis madness too from thee to part, to be as lost, as dead, forgot. Be still my wayward breaking heart. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Scenes of My Love, of Boyhood's Thoughtless Hour, by Henry Poe. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Scenes of my love, of boyhood's thoughtless hour, I bid you now a long, a sad farewell. Vision of glory, where is now thy power? Ah, where the charm that would my bosom swell? The day of joy is gone, and veiled the light that shone on days too bright, too fair to last. My life is now a chill and starless night, and memory weeps with bitter tears the past. The friends so loved, from them too I must fly. The grave, the gay, the love of youth's first spring, when no sad tear had dimmed my laughing eye, and all was fancy's wish imagining. Yes, all farewell! Our gallant bark flies fast, my native land gleams faintly on my view. One more fond look, that look perhaps the last, a long farewell, a mournful, sad adieu. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Despair, despair, oh what art thou? By Henry Poe. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Despair, despair, oh what art thou? I wish to know thee now. Art in the blue sea's wave, that fain would lave the towering mountain's base, yet can only chase the ocean's sands away? Or art thou in the childish cry that mourns for yon bright moon on high? Or art thou, when the wilding sea is raging fierce, tempestuously, in this seaman's heart, when forced to part from all his soul holds dear, with naught to leave but one sad tear? Or art thou, when bright swords are flashing, and gay and glorious souls are dashing, in vain to save a hero's life, who falls, but 'tis in honour's strife? Or art thou with the lover, when hope itself is over? What shriek is there? It is despair that wildly, madly cries, I'm there! End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Lines written extempore on a tombstone with a pencil, by Henry Poe. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. 1827. There is a something in this holy place that winds itself around the wearied, tired heart, so still, naught save the moaning wind as it rushes through the wild and rankling grass, flourishing green with the bloom of youth, luxuriant with the loveliness of life, waking the thoughts which wander to another and a better world. And this I gaze upon is beauty's grave. Can the charms that circled in this fairy form die forever? Must the soul that spoke in eyes which shone as lightning from the summer skies moulder in the dust? Must it sleep on as if the grave would never ope again? If there is no eternity, why shrink? Why languish here, when death would be a blank, an end forever? 'Tis this reason, this innate fear of what is reasonable. Canst gaze on that bright heaven and say, there is no eternity? The dumb language of those peopled stars, the rustling of the summer wind, speak to the doubting ear, believe. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. On Seeing a Lady Sleeping, by Henry Poe. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Dream'st thou of love? Are sunny thoughts now playing o'er thy brain? Or is it wildered with an anguished pain? Are other worlds now living in thy breast, where hope lies still as if she fain would rest, and care is flying, in the distance seen, with wildest eye, and sad despairing mien, as if now jealous of the smile that plays upon those lips, like thoughts of other days, crossing the mind with sad and mournful sweetness, with smiling sighs, sighs for their transient fleetness? Or is it a thought of madness in thy heart, of disappointment, rashness, and the smart of wounded love around thee stealing, with all its wildness, bitterness of feeling, that wears the soul, as if it loved to be banqueting on youthful hearts in maddened ecstasy? End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Waters of Life, by Henry Poe. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. There are thoughts so wild in our childhood's hours that they charm the soul in its early dreaming. We gaze and we clasp life's withering flowers, while joy in our eye is gladly beaming. Ah, little we reck while life's tide is flowing, in laughing waves that will break at last, that all those fond hopes which are fair and glowing will languish and die when our youth is past. Yes, gaily we sport on life's sunny sea, with our oars of hope in the waters plashing, and gaily is flying life's brilliant spray, as through the waters we're madly dashing. The waters of life, are they gently stealing, or do they come in their sternest power, wildering the soul with the wildest feeling, wearing the heart in its saddened hour? End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Jacob's Dream by Henry Poe. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Inspired by faith's illuming ray, to seek a home unknown, pensive the patriarch trod his way, trusting in God alone. Full many a wishful look he cast, the wide, wide world around, as on in solitude he passed, absorbed in thought profound. Dim night anon its curtain drew, soft slumber lent repose, when straight a figured scale in view, with awful grandeur rose. Then he beheld an angel throng, strewed o'er the glittering line, that up and downward passed along, on embassies divine. While yet the mystic pencil wrought the visionary scene, the soul new kindling fervours caught, a glow of joy serene. Though sunk in deep oblivion's rest, each outward sense enchained, there sprang an Eden in his breast, divine communion reigned. Ah! Why, distrustful mortals, why renounce celestial care? The arm that wields yon orbs on high sustains each atom here. Sooner shall fail the mother's heart towards the infant son, sooner the floods their course depart, and to their fountains run, than the blest streams of heavenly love in constant tides to flow, from their enchantless source above, to cherish man below. The sun may set in lasting night, the changeful moon decay, and every brilliant star of light fall from its sphere away. Yet formed on virtue's lofty scale, from height to soar, and o'er the grave and death prevail, when time shall be no more. Still shall the soul's essential fire, spark of the world of mind, burn on unquenched, when these expire, and leave no trace behind. While measuring out life's little span, of sorrows, crosses, joys, dispensed in mercy all to man, and speaking wisdom's voice. His Maker's omnipresent power and watchful providence are round him every livelong hour, a succour and defence. The meek and contrite heart he sways, and makes his temple there, attunes its trembling chords to praise, and gratitude, and prayer. He bids each boisterous tumult cease, while hope high-winged o'er time, like Noah's dove in search of peace, soars to a happier clime. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Psalm 139th by Henry Poe. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Lord, thou hast searched and scanned me through, my inmost soul hast open thrown. Naked I stand before thy view, each thought far off to thee is known. My daily paths thou art among, around me, where I lay my head, thou know'st each word upon my tongue, and spiest through all the walks I tread. Filled with abasement and amaze, trembling before thee low I bend. Such knowledge, such mysterious ways, I cannot reach nor comprehend. Where from thy presence shall I fly, and whither from thy spirit go? If I ascend to heaven on high, or make my bed in hell below, or if I take the wings of morn, and dwell amid the utmost sea, thou still art there, no distant bourne from thy right hand shall set me free. If of the darkness I should say, 'twill surely veil me, lo, the night, pierced by the all-pervading ray, around me shines with radiant light. Alike to thee, night's sable veil, and the full day's meridian blaze, thou source of light that ne'er shall fail, and life that knows no end of days. Thee will I praise, for thou hast joined, thus fearfully, my wondrous frame. Thy marvellous works, eternal mind, all good, thy glorious power proclaim. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Two by Henry Poe. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. A bitter tear for thee is shed, friend of my soul, fair child of feeling. The hopes that once existence fed now live no more, the heart that bled for thee in self-contempt congealing. Twine not for me a roseate wreath, 'twill wither on the brow of care, but cull from the silent bed of death blossoms that flourish sadly there. Sighs may expand their hour of bloom, tears make them glitter through the gloom, but oh, the light of smiles may blight the tender blossoms of the tomb. Go, and in fashion's plumage gay, though it was won by years of sorrow, pluck care from out thy soul and say, I'll wear the smile of joy today, though anguish wring my heart tomorrow. And with thee take my heart, 'tis thine, though guilty and too frail to trust, while I, alone, unknown, shall pine and banquet on my soul's disgust. Live, if thou canst, devoid of art, rich in pure tenderness of heart, and on thy way may virtue's ray with all its soft effulgence dart. Farewell! Thy face is clouded now, but soon 1,000 smiles will flutter around thy lips, and that proud brow shall wear away the plighted vow thy lying lips now softly utter. Go, and a heaven of peace be thine! The fairest flowers the eye can find be on thy path, should memory shine upon the friend thou leavest behind. Give to his fate a heartfelt tear, but still let pleasure's sunshine peer upon thy heart where'er thou art. It will not make thy form less dear. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. To Minnie by Henry Poe. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. The rose that gloried on your breast and drew life from your glowing heart has oft to mine been closely pressed, too close, too fondly, ere to part. Why did you spurn it from its home, the sunshine of those sparkling eyes? 'Tis near my heart, yet will not bloom, but withers in my tears and sighs. Although its perfume still remains, yet every leaf conceals a thorn, just like the heart in sorrow's chains when every ray of hope is gone. And like that rose, affection wears, at first, a tint as pure and gay. 'Tis 'neath the tide of worldly cares its smiles of beauty fade away. But still behind it leaves a pain, a quick and penetrating smart. The thorns of blasted hope remain, and pierce the sad and broken heart. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. I have gazed on woman's cheek by Henry Poe. read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. I have gazed on woman's cheek with a passion and a thrill which my tongue would never speak. I have taught it to be still. I have lingered on a lip in an ecstasy of bliss. I have thought it heaven to sip the luxury of a kiss. Those kisses are all over with my deep love, and so, then, I will be no more a lover till I love as much again. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Fare thee well, may peace attend thee, by Rose Poe, read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Fare thee well, may peace attend thee, hope each cheering influence lend thee, may heaven from every ill defend thee, and bless the home that holds my friend. Though we may never meet again, thy image I shall retain, and whilst thy goodness I commend, my heart with pride shall call thee friend. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Yon Rose That Wears the Blush of Morn by Rose Poe, read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Yon rose that wears the blush of morn, which glittering drops of dew adorn, of various hue, whilst its chaste beauties I survey, its fragrance sip as zephyrs play, I think of you. Yon violet, too, that gives delight, presenting to the enraptured sight a matchless blue, whilst gazing mute it often brings upon my view on fancy's wings the form of you. When each fair flower I behold, which to mine eye its charms unfold in shining dew, or wafted on the gentle gale, its odours o'er the air prevail, I think of you. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. And end of Selected Poems by Henry Poe and Rose Poe. Thank you for listening.